Good evening, and welcome to Beacon of Hope. Hamjambo, how are you doing? This is Beacon of Hope, our Friday program. We're here, yes, with my guests. We're here live, and we thank God for His doings upon our lives. Yes, thank you to those who are tuning in. This is BK, Chancellor Elizabeth, your host, coming all the way. I'm not going to say my secret location, but I am in a secret location now. Just coming to join you, just coming to talk to you. I always remind you that in Beacon of Hope, we teach, we motivate, we inspire. Yes. So as you join us, kindly share, kindly share. Yes. I can see people have started joining. Thank you ever so much to those who are joining us. Welcome, Esther Kamau. Good to see you. Once you join, kindly share. Yes, we are here. And just to surprise people that tonight, I'm streaming from the land of Hakuna Matata. So in case there's a bit of interference, I know somebody is already telling me that the network is not very strong. Somebody is already warning me and telling me, oh, my darling, I'm going to do the best. I will try my best. Not very strong, not very good network. Yes, somebody says some background noise. We will work on that. Karibu mgeni wa Thank you. Karibu mgeni wa Jamu. Asante sana. I'm just really excited. Nafurahia sana kuwa nchi hii, nchi yetu, nchi ya Hakuna Matata. Kwa hivyo nimesema ukisikia kama kuna makelele kidogo ama uone kama hatusikiki vizuri, mjue ni maneno. Okay, naambiwa kuna background noise. My viewers in the house, tafadhalini mzime. I'm in a house full. Anybody? We are live. Thank you. All the way from Cardiff. Tonight we are streaming all the way from the land of Hakuna Matata. So in case kuna shida kidogo, just bear with us. Just bear with us. Just bear with us. There is still a bit of background noise there. Miridi Kao, yes, good to see you. Karibuni. Kindly share. We appreciate. Karibuni. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Okay. Somebody's inboxing me. There is an echo. Somebody listening, and it's so loud, it can be heard with the background. Yes. Thank you very much. Once again, Karina, welcome. When you work on Bali, Kenya is so beautiful. Kenya is so good. Kenya is so good. We are happy to be back. We're happy to be home. Please switch off those gadgets, those people in the background. There is another one. There must be one that is. Yes, once again, it's Beacon of Hope. And like I said, today we are streaming all the way from the land of Hakuna Matata. Tunajivunia kuwa wa Kenya. So I am so happy to be back home. I'm so happy to be streaming from back home. Esther Kamano. Enjoy Hakuna Matata, the country we love. Yes. I know kuna baridi kwetu kidogo kule. Watu UK nimewaona Esther Kamano. Invite people, tell them we are coming, and we've got a very, very special program tonight. As you know, all my programs are usually very, very special. But tonight I have a different kind of a program. I am featuring, or I'm bringing somebody who has been doing a very good job, very well paying job. And that lady decided she wants to be a full-time housewife. Ingawa, she's correcting me in a way. She decided she's going to quit her job. A quick reminder, once again, that those of us who are home, Almond Estate Company Limited are giving us a treat. We'd like to go and see all the projects that Almond Estate Company Limited are doing so that we can see for ourselves that land. I want to see that Ada Gardens so that anytime I talk to my people about Ada Gardens, I know what I'm talking about. So all these and many more, we're going to bring them live to you, and then you will enjoy Ada Gardens, which we have been talking about, and it's almost sold out now. We did say it's an 8-acre plot, and these 8-acre plots are in Kiserian, and which is within the Nairobi Metropolitan along Isinya Kiserian Road, and they're going for 750,000 Kenya shillings cash. And if you also want to pay in installments, 24 months installments, interest-free, the same amount, and all these arrangements can be done. Yes. So this and many more, get in touch with Almond Estate Company Limited on +254 733 874 +254 733 874 080. Talk to Almond Estate Company Limited. And also, I did say there is another piece of land which is in Keno, Mufika. It's going, a 1/4 acre is going for 20 million. So there's land, it's near the main road, there's electricity on site, there was water, you can develop that. And if you want to buy the whole 3 acres, you can, it's negotiable. Just get in touch with the owner on +254. And if you're in Kenya, you don't need the 254, it's 722 522 589. 722 522 589. So I want us to go straight to the reason. Oh, Wajiko Aporo. Wow, housewife should be classified as paid work. Things have started flowing. I don't know what my guest is gonna say because wow, maneno imeanza kuingia. Wajiko Aporo says housewives, yes. I like that. Housewife should be classified as paid work. Yes, paid job. Oh, we listen to this and we will discuss, but I like your comments. Keep them coming. Our topic today, would you leave a well-paid job just to become a housewife, just to become a full-time mom? Would you do that? Yes, once again, it's Beacon of Hope, our Friday special program. And today I am bringing this program from all the way in Kenya. Alicia Mujeremani, you did enjoy me. See where I am. Hey mama, here uko Kenya. Yes, tuonyeshe Toma na Mataha tukule hapa na macho. Yes, stay safe. I'm gonna be doing that. Yes, I told you, even Almond Estate Company Limited are telling me they want us to go and have that nyama choma. I can't wait. Yes, already I've been treated very well by my family. I'm enjoying all the mokimo. I'm enjoying all the nice fresh mangoes, all the plantain. Oh my God, I don't want to bring it there. I don't want to bring it there because people will wonder, how long has she been there? Yes, just the first day, and a lot has happened. So guys, here we are. As I'm sharing this, I would like you to share. As I'm talking, I would like you to share, to invite more people to join Beacon of Hope tonight. Because my guest, and I see people have started commenting, my guest left a very well-paying job. She's well qualified, but she decided she wants to be a housewife full-time, or she told me we got to change some of those narratives. We'll be talking about that. Alicia Bujeremani, Kainura Kenai Mai. Yes, I am enjoying. I am enjoying. So, guys, without much further ado, I'm gonna bring in my guest, and then she's gonna introduce herself, and then we take it from there. My guest tonight. Hello and good evening.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, very well. It is good to see you, and you're looking pretty. You're looking all beautiful.
Thank you. You look very beautiful as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Would you like to introduce yourself? Because I haven't said anything about you, even your name. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Faith Wanjiko Karaoke. Karaoke is my husband, and I am a stay-at-home mom. People call us housewives, but nowadays we are staying at home by choice. So yeah, I have three
Hmm.
children and a handsome husband. Happily married.
Three children, has handsome husband, happily married. How long have you been married
Yes,
for?
we've been married. This is now our seventh year. It just seems like yesterday. It doesn't seem that long. When I say it out loud, it looks like it's been long. But it's been a happy 7 years.
Wow, wow, wow. You know what? People are telling me that there is quite a big echo, and they're telling me that, well, guys, I did warn you. I did say, what did I told you this is Kenya. Now, if there is a bit of a problem with the Wi-Fi, I'm not in my usual comfort zone, but we will do our best. I know, I can tell. And yes, my guest is also with me here in Kenya, not in the same location. And she says she's Faith, happily married to this handsome man and a mother of three children. One thing you said you're not called housewives.
Yes.
Faith, somebody makes a comment and says you're also so beautiful.
Aha, thank you. My husband has
All the
been
way,
taking very good care of me.
that comment is all the way from Germany.
Oh, wow.
Alicia,
Thank you,
okay,
Alicia.
Faith, tell
Yes.
us, you've have you studied? Did you ever go to school, and what did you study? Because I don't want us to assume things. Can you tell us, please?
Oh, yes. I studied. I went to my primary school along Kiambu. I think, Mom, I've never told you I was first in our division. So it's beauty with
Wow, clever girl, clever girl. Uh-huh,
so yeah, I went there, and then for my high school, I was in Loreto High School, Limuru, Reds.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
So we call it Reds. And for campus, I went back home to be near my parents at Kabarak University in Nakuru. We liked it because it's Christian based. And I studied Bachelor of Commerce, after which I did my master's MBA in finance.
Wow, finance.
Yes,
You
yes.
mentioned finance for me, Quisha. I don't go anywhere near there. Now, after qualifying,
Yes.
have you worked anywhere? Have you been working?
Oh, yes. After campus, I went to work for Old Mutual. I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I that's the only company I've worked for since graduating from campus. So that's where I went and climbed ranks when I was there.
What were you doing? Were you working in finance department, or because obviously MBA?
Oh, I started out in the as an administrator. I was a branch administrator. I was posted in Meru, where I was the head administrator there. And then after which I was posted back to Nairobi, now in the finance department, which is where I was working until I resigned.
So I want now, this is our topic today. everybody can tell. We don't need to discuss this, that you had quite a good job, a well-paying job, and your position, we can tell, and the company you are working for.
Mm-hmm.
Why quit? Why resign? Why leave such a well-paying job? Why? Did your husband force you to do this? Is it something you agreed, or why did you leave the job? Take it from there, please.
And no, no, my husband never coerced me or asked me to leave. I remember when I was a young girl, uh, I, I read a certain book. It's called, can I remember the name? I think Fascinating Womanhood. And they mentioned
Mhm.
about housewife, and that idea was very foreign to me. But what I kept thinking, how can I ensure that when I have children, I'll be able to stay home with them and bring them up? So when I was dating my husband, I told him I want a way where I can stay with my children and bring them back. After which I will go back to work. And
Mhm.
thankfully, my husband is just he's God sent. He's amazing. He just supports me in ways I cannot say. But anyway, when we got married, my husband told me this, that your dream will come true. But what
Amen.
we will first do, we will make sure that we have our own home. After which you can quit your job and bring up the children. So we started a plan where we worked towards owning our own home when we are still young, so that I can resign and stay home with the children.
So it was mutual agreement, no coercing, and you agreed to that.
Oh yeah, it was in my prayer request. Every day I used to pray that that day comes sooner so that I can be able to quit my job.
Oh, oh. Right. Now, we want to know, have you
Mhm.
looked back and you regret you quit your job? What are the benefits? How have you benefited? I want us to go into depth now and tell us, because the reason why I am featuring you here is because not many ladies, I don't think I would have done that. That was the only source of income then. I don't think I would have the guts to leave my
Mhm.
job, especially when I was a head teacher, just to be a full-time mom.
Mm.
Tell us, how did it go, and tell us from there, has it paid? Do you look back and think, I think this was a stupid decision? Have you looked back and had any regrets at all?
Honestly, I have never regretted my decision. I would say it has been the best decision. Honestly, I wish I would have done it sooner. I resigned my job when my firstborn was 2 years old. And I would just say I wish I'd done it sooner. One thing I would like to say before I state about the benefit is that having a husband who is supportive, I think many people regret because we are told, what will you do? Where will you get money? You'll have to ask money for pads. But having a husband whom who is we work together. We are of one mind, who supports my vision and my dream, and whatever we saw as a family we'd like to achieve, makes everything worthwhile. So I don't feel like I'm diminished. I don't feel like I am not bringing my share in the household. He provides, and I take care of the children. And you
Mm.
asked, yes, you asked about the benefit. The benefit is that I'm able to directly impact the word of God to my children. I'm able to bring up a godly offspring. And we are very intentional about that. We teach our children, we have devotions with them. I'm able to know them inside out. When my child is sick, I'm able to be with them here at home. I don't worry leaving them with a help. That's a major plus for me. Yeah. Also, when I
Wow,
have a
wow, wow.
mm,
So being at home with your child, but we still have trusted house helps who can do that for you while you earn. isn't it the same according to you? Because you decided to be a full-time house, mom, looking after your own children. Don't you
Mhm.
think it would have worked in those people who opt to have house helps? What do you think is the difference according to you? Because for you now, it's through experience. You've gone through this. So is
Yes.
it the same? Mhm.
No, it's not the same. I had my firstborn, as I said, I had a help for the first 2 years who I used to leave my child with. And I used to leave when my child is asleep and come back when they're still asleep because by night they've taken dinner, they've slept. So, for one, you do not have time with the child. I was basically leaving my house help to bring up the child. And what is my house help impacting the child? Almost nothing, because remember, house help does not, most people do not wish to be house helps. They find themselves in a situation where they are house helps. So they are already frustrated. So most of the time, whatever they bring to the table is frustration, which is not what I would like to bring up my children knowing. Another thing I realized when I was a stay-at-home mom, when we before we shifted, we were staying in what are they called? Complex, a flat. So I realized that there were some children who are being molested by the help, and it really broke my heart. To tears. I was so devastated. I went to that home, and I timed when the mother is coming, and I looked for her, and I sat her down and told her, "Your children are being molested." So she asked me how did I know that her children are being molested? I told her my son had wandered off to go to their home. And when I went to that home, I found the house help naked dancing in the living room. So I it was a very devastating moment. And my son was there, and that help was dancing with and the other children are also there. So after asking further about these children, she, they continue to tell us that what this house help does. She touches their private parts. And I thought this could have easily been my children. And those are some of the things that we ignore, especially in the African home. And there are things that are very prevalent. Actually, I realized that most children's first childhood experiences are with household. So it's something that is very close to my heart, and I just thank God that I have this opportunity to be with my children.
Wow, 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 wow. We've had stories of times when children have even been banned, children have been denied food. So some of these stories are true.
Yes, they are. I would tell so many stories that I used to observe when I was there, when we were living in a flat. Because currently now we live in our home, so I'm not able to observe so much. But then we were living communally, and I could see so many things. There are some children the house used to go and leave them and lock them in the balcony so that they don't enter the house and mess up the house. So they were staying in the outside side of the balcony with no food, with no one to look after them. So those are the scary stories that are there, and they are real. Yeah.
Wow, I can see somebody telling us there is background noise. There is background noise. I don't know. Is it Esther? Is it from my side or from my guests? Which side is there? Is there background noise? I know, guys. I told you, bear with us today. I'm not used to this. Is Wi-Fi where it's not the same. Uh, but we are doing well. We are doing okay. Just bear with us. Bear with us. I'll find out. Tell me the background noise. Is it from both ends? Is it from my end? Faith, maybe you could try and have headphones. I
Okay.
think there is a house with two devices. Oh dear, 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 dear. There's a house with two devices. Could be my. Okay, we take a short break while we sort out that. Everybody, we take a very short break while we sort out that. Please bear with us. Bear with us, bear with us, bear with us.
Niajiwase. TapTap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best rate. Hustle-free. Available in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. Too mucky too. Niajiwase. TapTap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best rate. Hustle-free. Available in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. Too mucky too. Niajiwase. TapTap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best rate. Hustle-free. Available in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. Too mucky too.
Asante sana. Welcome back to Beacon of Hope. We hope now we are able to sort out the background echo. And like I said, we are working on it. We are work in progress. I did tell you, those of you who are joining us, this is Beacon of Hope, our Friday program. And today we are streaming live from the land of Hakuna Matata. I am so excited to be streaming this from my motherland. Yes. And I tell those people who are in diaspora, I can tell you that this place is beautiful. Yes, I'm really happy. Somebody was asking me about the food I've been spoiled. We have been spoiled with Bishop. We have been spoiled here. We are really, really having a good time. Esther Duta says the program is great, but also heartbreaking. Yes, it can be. The things that we learn as moms. And like Faith says, that the ground engineer has done well. That is Bishop. Thumbs up. He's my technical man. I don't know whether it was my side. Anyway, we go back to our program and we said, Faith here is one of us, and she says she left a well-paying job just to be a full-time mom, and ever since then, she has never looked back. She's happy, and she thinks that this is the best decision that she ever took. Now, before we had that break, Faith was sharing with us one of the things that broke her heart is when her neighbor, she found out one of her neighbor's child was being sexually molested. Faith, do you want to go back to that bit? That is where we had the echo and some people missed that bit, please.
Okay. Thank you. Now, yeah, I was telling the story of how one of our neighbors the children are being sexually molested. So how we found out is that one day my son ran off from the house, so I was looking for him. And I went where I knew he used to like, because there are some of the playmates that were staying there, and it was during the day, so most parents are at work. So when I went to look for him, I found the help in the living room, naked, with just, panties. And she was dancing with very immoral music playing in the background. And there were children. My son was there, and the home had two young boys, roughly around the age of my child. One was the age mate, the other one was slightly older, like 1 year older. And they were both there. And it really concerned me. So I called the boys outside and asked them, "Is this how Auntie is?" They told me, "Yes, that's how she is. She always dances to such kind of music." "Is this the music that is normally watched here during the day?" "Yes." "And what happens after that?" So they started telling us. Actually, we were with my husband because I went and told my husband, and we called the children so that we can talk to them. So they told us, "My auntie takes us to the shower. She touches our private parts," and it was a really disturbing conversation. And these were young children. These are 2 year old, a two, three, almost 3 years old and a 5 year old who are telling us this kind of things. And it was very heartbreaking for us. So I made sure I looked for the mom and I called her and I told her, "This is what is happening in your home. This is what the help is doing to your children." Yeah, so those are the kind of things that just breaks one's heart when when you think that you can leave your children with the help. As for me, it's just been God's grace that I'm able to stay with my children.
Oh, yes, Faith. Thank you so much for sharing this, because some people think these as strange stories, or things not to be believed. I know we have been watching clips where we have seen children literally being battered by housewives, and because the owner of the house had cameras fitted in, they were able to monitor. I mean, these things do
Yeah.
happen. I know these things do happen. It's so frustrating. It can be such a frustrating thing when really you trust that person to look after your child, and you are aware and you need to work only to find that your child is being molested, your child is being punished, some to the extent of being denied food, and you are paying them. So, well, we still need them. And like I said, I know we still have beautiful, well, hardworking, trusted house helps. It's not every one of them. I want to put a disclaimer, because I remember I had a beautiful house help. I used to say I would go looking for that girl. She was ever so present. She did so well with my son. So definitely it's not every house help who is a devil, but we still have there devils who do all these horrible things. Are you still there, Faith? Right. Faith is sharing with us the advantages that she has found. For those of you who have just joined, Faith has an MBA. She had a beautiful job, but her firstborn, and she's a mother of three, and she's happily married. Her firstborn child, she had a house help for 2 years. But when she got her second and third, she decided she's quitting her job. So she resigned from her well-paying job and says that she could not compare the joy of being there for her children, seeing them grow with the money. Now, I'm still asking Faith to share with us some of the other advantages of being that full-time mom. Other than just bringing up your child and feeding them, what are the other advantages that you have seen as a full-time mom? Go on, Faith.
Mike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I want to say, ma'am, that part of the reason is not just I feel it's a godly calling. Let me start with the first advantage is that I feel I'm actually fulfilling God's calling on my life, because Titus says, older women teach younger women. That is Titus chapter 2, Titus 2. It's a mandate of older women teach younger women to love your husband, love your children, be busy at home. The oldest King James says, keepers at home, to keep home, to actually keep the house. So I feel that I'm actually fulfilling. It's teaching me, one, to love my children, love my husband, and to keep my home. So part of the advantages is that I'm able to love my husband at home. Simply put, because when I'm here, my husband comes home for lunch. When I used to work, my husband did not used to come home for lunch, because who is there to see during lunchtime? But here he can come home for lunch. When he's tired, he finds a happy and rested wife, I wait for him. I open the gate even if it's at 10, at 11 sometimes. He's very busy. He works in the medical field. He's a doctor. So sometimes he's on call even late. I wait for him because I have time and I am rested. So those are some of the benefits that I'm able to see. Also, when uh, I'm able also to host visitors at any time of the day. So I'm able to be hospitable to people, to offer grace, even help to people who need help. Because, when you're working during the week, you have no time at all. But now I have time during the week. If someone needs my help, I can offer it. If someone has children who they're going somewhere and they need someone to babysit their children, I can babysit. So I feel I'm fulfilling God's purpose of being hospitable in my current job as a housewife. Yeah, so those are some of the benefits. I'm also able to take walks with my children. I mean, who does that? Who takes walks with their children during the weekday? It's a beautiful thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. And I can see your husband there saying proudly, no one grew wanting to be a house help. They are already frustrated. That's what they pass on to the children. Very sad indeed, because it's not taken as a very posh kind of job to be doing.
Yeah.
Usually, those days it used to be the dropouts. I know these days you even have bureaus who train these house helps, but still at the end of the day, it's not a really beautiful career for one to show off. And most of them will be frustrated. And like James says there, the frustration is what these house helps bring to the children. So once
Yeah.
they're left, it's so disturbing and frustrating to hear that some of the house helps you even eat the children's food. It's
Oh,
they'll
that
be
is very
given milk
common.
and they'll consume food, they'll consume whatever was meant to be for the kids. I mean, you think of all these things. Could this be some of the other reasons that you really didn't want your children, now you have 3 children, to go through such? Had you had any negatives about the children being brought up by health helps?
Okay. I was fortunate enough to have been blessed with good health. Like you started out saying, that really there's some nice helps. And God blessed me with good helps. Well, there is one such who actually used to eat all the things that I used to leave for Leon. And he used to say that it's Leon who has eaten the fruits. I remember one time we had a whole paper bag of passion fruits, all the way from my Yeshagi. Yeshagi is up country, all the way from my up country in Gitongori. And it was a big paper bag dropped for me by my grandmother. And the following day, there was not a single passion fruit. And the house help blamed it on Leon, my child. And I was thinking, Leon is barely 2 years. He can't eat a whole paper bag. But yeah, so there are those instances. But there are some good helps. As you started out saying, Mom, there are good helps. And there are some people who really work as if they're working for the Lord. And I just want to say this as a qualifier, that as you're choosing to be a house help, we don't choose out of fear. It's faith. We choose out of faith. The Bible says everything that is done out of fear is sin. So we choose out of faith, out of what we believe in. Like as me and my husband chose for me to be a housewife, stay at home mom. It was out of faith that what we are doing, we are impacting a generation. We want to bring up a generation of men of valor, women of substance. And the only way to do that in this current generation, especially with the internet and the TV and the influence, is if we give them an alternative, a strong backing, a strong influence. And there is no other way than to be a fully present parent. So that's why we chose this. It's not out of fear from the helps.
Wow, give them the full attention, be there for them. And my viewers, we want to continue apologizing and tell you that I can see the internet, the Wi-Fi is not very strong. It keeps breaking, but don't you worry. Just just go with us. Just go with us. Bear with us. We are doing well. We are doing okay. We need that cheer. We need that encouragement. We need that encouragement because the topic here, like we always say, for Beacon of Hope, we want to inspire, we want to motivate, we want to teach, and that is what we are doing. I can see my co-host somewhere, Esther Duta, all the way in UK. She says, I know my daughter used to be locked in the house. I found this myself and didn't know what to do. If I would have scolded or sacked the lady there, I would have a child minder, or she would become, oh my God, she'd become worse. I stopped employing house helps when my daughter was 6. See, you're not alone. You're not alone, because it can be so frustrating. But listen, because we could have people who are watching with their house helps here. I cannot stress enough and say, I know we still have good house helps who do an exceptionally good job, who can be trusted, who really they do even better than the moms themselves. They're good, who have been trained and who have the fear of God in themselves. They know that this child needs to be nurtured in the best way possible. This child needs to be fed. This mother who is working needs to be helped also. Now, what would you advise? Because I know somebody out there is thinking, oh, you quit your job because your husband is a doctor, you had all the money. Would you equip that money and your child? Because this is where we have money or the box, money or the child. What would you advise those girls who are sitting there thinking, oh, I've only just graduated, I've only gotten married, I need money, we need to support each other. Would you equate that, money and the child, money and the children? What advice would you give young, because this happens mainly to young mothers?
I will tell them that money is important. For sure it is. But money is not everything. Money does not buy you good children. I've heard of so many children who come from well-off families but end up in drugs or or thieves or doing all kinds of things because money cannot buy you good character. Good character is instilled. The Bible says, bring up a child in the way he should go when he's young. So when he grows up, he shall not depart from it. So we have a very small window of opportunity to impact wisdom and knowledge and character to these children. And then after that, the window closes and now we cannot alter their character. And then after that, you have all your life. My mom is over 50. She's now almost in the retirement age. She's still earning money. That's how I tell myself, she's still earning money. So I can take this moment to bring up my child until that window of correction is closing. After that, I can look for a job and make money the rest of my life. And who knows, I can live up to 100 years.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, don't choose you choose character over money. Choose the child over money. Souls are eternal. When this child dies, we want to guide their soul to heaven. And then we can have, after that, we can have all the time to make the money we want.
Wow. I can see you, a handsome husband says, we have a very short window of opportunity, which is what you just said. We have a very short window of opportunity to impact on our children. So we have to choose between, make the right decision. And I can see my baby sister Nancy, who it was just like you, but she's working and she's got 3 wonderful kids. She says choosing between money, the child anytime. And then she even puts it in Kikuyu. They grow very fast. So the child anytime.
Very true.
Once again, guys, we are. I know. I can see people are inboxing me that it's not very clear. Yes, I did say it's Beacon of Hope, our Friday program. We changed a bit of the timing because I'm in a different time zone. And again, the Wi-Fi is not very stable. I didn't know this when I started, but why? Hi ho. I'm sure you will get your beat. Beatrice Mungai, I'm not in your neighborhood, but we are really, really learning a lot. And more so, I love something that my guest said, which is in titles, where we older women, it is a command, it is not an option. The Bible tells us we teach the younger mothers, the younger girls, the way to love their husbands, the way to bring up their children, the ways of life. Yes, Beatrice, thank you very much. You tell me we can hear you. Thank you. Despite the Wi-Fi being, it's really not stable, but yeah, I tell you, Kenya is good. They're moving fast. There are so many places, even in UK where we live, you can not get proper Wi-Fi. So to get what we are getting, I commend my country. Yes, Kenya, hakuna matata. Tunaendelea vizuri. Tunaendelea vizuri. So, Faith, going back to this topic, and for my viewers, our topic is, would you leave your well-paying job to become a full-time mom? Would you compare that child, bringing up your child, or getting a well-paying job? So Faith here quit her well-paying job. She was doing very well in the finance department, and right now she's still a full-time mom with her 3 kids. How old are your kids, Faith? We'd like to know.
Right. The first one is called Leon. He is 5 years old. The second one is Andrew. He's 3 years old. And the third one is called Wendell, and she's 6 months old. She's just being weaned.
So you are there when you put them to bed, you pray with them, you are there when they wake up in the morning, you are there at night because you're not as tired. You can check on them, tuck them nicely to bed, pray with them. During the day, like you said, you can go for walks with them, you can play games with them. They see you, they learn that face, they don't confuse you. Do you know? We have had stories of where children so used to run to the house help when they see their mom,
Yes.
because that is the person they are so much used to. Well done. Well done. We are catching up. I say we are catching up. We are catching up. We want to hear more from you about the advantages, because I didn't quit mine. I still continued working, but you quit your job to be that full-time mom. And I want us to hear from you what you found, the advantages. And I know you'll be telling us you do talk to a group of women, counseling them, talking to them, guiding them. So continue on this, because more of this. And viewers, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please, we are waiting. We are waiting. We want to hear from you. If you've got any comments, anything that you want to ask Faith, because remember what Faith said, she's not a real expert in this, but she wants to share her life experience of quitting her job just to look after her children. Faith, over to you.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about one advantage that I found in my stay-at-home journey. And I want to say that being a stay-at-home mom enhances teamwork between my husband and I, in the sense that our roles are very demarcated, as in very set apart. My husband knows his work is to provide, his work is to, offer protection. And I know my work is to nurture the home there. And if my husband finds that his shirt is not pressed, for sure he has all the right to ask me because it is my role to take care of the home. If my husband comes home and finds our children are looking shaggy, it is my work. So I know. So I feel it really helps our teamwork, because and reduces disagreements. I know of homes who argue so much about, mixed roles. Or my husband doesn't help me with the dishes, or I'm not bringing in enough money. So I think being a stay-at-home mom makes it much easier. Everyone knows their role. He can never ask me why I'm not bringing in money in the family. And I can also never ask him why he's not helping me in the kitchen. I mean, it's a good recipe of peace in the home. On a light note, but yeah, it's a very good recipe of peace in the home.
Oh, I was mute. I know I met your older son who told me that dad is a very good cook. He makes nyama choma. That's all.
That's all he does.
So I believe he helps you also in a way. He helps you in different way, does he?
Oh yeah, he does. I'm just saying that I'm not. I don't. I wouldn't beat him up if he doesn't help me in the kitchen, because I know it's my role. Nowadays we are living in an era where there are all these there is girl women empowerment, and it's good. But sometimes it makes us mix our roles. So you find that some stay-at-home dads. I've never seen one in Kenya, but I hear so. And in some homes, I hear that it's a very real. We've cancelled people. My husband is also a pastor, so we've cancelled people who actually have a major issue. Women who are having a major problem that my husband is not helping me fold clothes, or a husband is expecting the woman to, fix the lighting, the bulbs, and all that. So I think being a stay-at-home mom sorts that problem. Everyone knows their roles, so there's no room for, you don't feel that the other person should do this. If they offer their help, you accept it gratefully.
This is getting interesting now. I can see your husband says, "Baby, it's your turn to wash the dishes." Ulisikia wapi? So he can offer, but it's not up to you to ask and tell him it's your turn now to change the diapers. It's your turn to do this, but he
Yes,
supports you.
yes. He does. He
Right.
really does. He's an amazing
Now,
husband. Mm-hmm.
there's a question there, and the viewer asks, do you think women should go back to the rightful place of helper than going into full-time employment? Think about it. Think about it. And listen, viewers, Faith does not have all the answers. Kwa hivyo mchangie hapo kidogo, mtuambie what you think. Do you think women should go back to the rightful place of being a helper than going into full-time employment? Faith, what do you think? And anybody else who thinks they have a point, please share with us.
Yeah, I want to first stress what you're saying, that I have no answers. These are just my opinions, and they're open to be challenged. Yes. So with that, I would say that I think it is advantageous for a woman to be a helper, to quit their job when they have children and take care of their children until they're old enough, especially if they're going to school, until they can at least go to school. I think it's important to be present for your child. In fact, another day I was asking myself, who fights for the rights of these little children? My young daughter is just about, we are now weaning her. She just reached 6 months the other day. And I remember my firstborn, I really struggled to breastfeed up to the 6 months mark. Why? Because I was working. Severally, breast milk just used to dry up, and you're forced to substitute with none. So who fights for the rights of these young children? They do deserve breast milk. I mean, we are their food, quite frankly. So I think it's advantageous for both the child and the parent, the mom, if the mom is present, especially during the formation years. It is hard work. It is you lose other things, but it is rewarding in the long run, and it's a very short time that we cannot get back. Why not use it to bring up the best children you can for that short duration of time? It's a very short time. Yes.
I think the issue here, the problem, and I'm not being an advocate to any side, I'm just giving, like we said, viewers, we are giving our own opinions. I think it could also create some tensions. That's what I'm asking. Don't you think it could also create some tensions? Because while the two of you are working, you shared the responsibilities in terms of finances. But the minute you quit, the whole burden is on one person. So don't you think that brings down on how much you can do? Because obviously you have got the limited finances, one person, whereas before the two of you. So what do you think? Guys, please, we apologize because of the Wi-Fi. You can see it keeps going. But like I said, Najivunia, yes, Rusevashio all the way in Greece. Yes, I'm in Kenya. What do you think? Unmute Faith. Okay, there we go.
Money creates lots of problems, and I agree. There is tension. Well, there is a reduction of family income. I also think there is a. It also depends on how you handle finances as a family, and also that depends on the spouse that you married. Truly, yeah, because there are some people who marry a spouse who is not willing to provide, or who does not give you money, then in that case it can create problems. So in this case, let me talk about my husband and my husband and I, we run our finances in a very open way. So what happens is that all money that comes in through me or through my husband is family money. So even when I was earning, my money was not my money. My money was family money. So we used to take all this money together and budget for it. And then if you're given an allowance, now that is your money. But whatever you bring to the house is family money. So even when I quit my job, what reduced is family money, not my personal money. So I'm able. I can't say I've ever lacked, because family money takes care of me. I've never been without money, and my husband has money, but me, I don't have money. No, we don't have such kind of a policy at home. So our policy, our teamwork in our management of finances ensures that we make the most out of what we have. And actually, my husband keeps saying, "You're the one who has the finance knowledge. You're the one who has the MBA. So budget for the money." So and I keep telling him, no, you are the head of this family. And then he tells me, yes, and I've delegated the budgeting to you, so that when you ask for something, you're the one who budgeted, if there is money or not. So thank you, my husband, for entrusting me with such a serious docket. Yeah. I would also want to say,
comments. Go on, Faith.
Yeah, I would also want to say that it is true that the money reduces. But really, if God has given us enough to take care of our needs, most of the rest we normally want for is for excess.
Yes.
And I think it's a small sacrifice to pay for the cause. I think it's a small sacrifice to pay for those excess for the cause that I am pursuing. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Like I was just about to say, I've got a few comments here which I would like to read. Nancy, my baby sister, says, it also depends on the area code. Like in the diaspora, it's not easy. And 98% of the arguments in marriages start with finances. Then James says, contentment is great gain. Hence, our money is enough to meet our daily needs. Then Esther Duta, my good friend, my sister says, my friend Sheokemu, oh, my friend Sheokemu, let me mute one of them, manages her daycare. This gave her an opportunity to work but spend time with her own children. This daycare is often inspected. You see, this one is in diaspora, but also even back home, people can do that. People can do that. I where you are supporting each other. I like the way that you say your finances, you have no problem because it's family money, is not your money. So when you quit, nobody suffers. If anything is a shortage of the family money, is not your money, which other people would argue that way. And Levoni says, as long as both of you agree, that's okay. Wow, wow, you're getting a lot of support. I thought people would be on my side, where women should never quit their job, be full-time moms. I don't seem to get any support from anybody. Oh dear, both men, women, none of them. And Esther Dutta says, when the youngest one goes to school, you will be able to work part-time or from home. Okay, that's a question. The youngest one, or maybe you are planning to have another one. When the youngest one, whichever, when they go to school, are you planning to go back to work, or have part-time, or what are your plans? Faith, I think you're mute.
Yes. Emma, there is nowadays there are lots of flexible work from home jobs which we can benefit from staying at home. Please don't misunderstand me when I say that when you stay home you cannot work. You can work while you're at home. There is lots of work, and you can choose to not have a house help and take care of your home. And sometimes when you're taking care of the children, especially, I found that there's a time I did not have a house help and I was alone in the home. And I found it very busy that by the end of the day, I'm too tired to do any other form of work, online. And thank my husband. My husband is really amazing. He told me he doesn't want to be finding a tired housewife at home. Because when he used to come back in the evening, I was just, dozing off. So I do have a house help now who helps me around the house, and that creates time for me. So now, if especially now, I have a small baby. I told you who is just 6 months, but now I can work. I can work part time if I find a job now, especially because I have a help. I can work from home. It will be a great source of income, and I can still be there for my children. And it's a great way to balance things. And yes, after my children become older, yes, I would go back to work.
Wow, Esther, there goes the answer. Yes, I don't need to add anything. So it all depends. The circumstances that she would weigh and not go back. And she can do part-time. I also love that bit where you said now, currently, Apologies. Sincere apologies. Internet, I did say my sincere apologies, friends. Mwelewe. Oh, yes. Can you hear me, Faith?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me, my viewers, please? And my sincere apologies. I did warn you, though. I said in the part of Kenya where I am, the internet is not very stable. It could fall anytime, and there we are. It had to prove me right. Okay. Nancy says it can work either way because some women have no career, and they could be upgrading themselves to, by the time the children are of age, they are also not left behind. Yes, it could work either way. Yes. James tells me, karibu Kenya mama, kuna matata. Chochote chaweza kutokea. Yes, like we did. I just went off the screen. Yes. Jade, you're telling me after battery, utakuja hata wewe utajionea battery. We are so lucky that today there's no blackout. Huh? I prayed, and this is one way I know God hears my prayers. Nimeomba leo because niliamka asubuhi blackout. So when there's blackout, obviously hakuna stima. Oh, Sanboni, nitumie kitu, tuma kitu niongeze bundles. Sanboni ananiambia niongeze bundles. It's nothing to do. Oh my God. You see all the guys who are challenging me, they are not in Maju. They think it is all bread and we are doing so well, you know? And you know, it's shared Wi-Fi. We are doing very well. Anyway, so Faith, as we come to the end, because this has been, it's not been as bad as I thought. We've managed a full hour. Your side, and we said, we are giving your view. This is what you think. As we come to the end, what else would you like to say? Remember, guys, Faith quit her lucrative job, beautiful, well-paying job. They agreed with her husband that she's going to be a full-time mom, look after her kids, not think about where the money is coming from, but just be there for the kids. And she has given us, I'm not going to go through that. If you missed, go through that and listen. Advantage after advantage, including having time, ample time with her husband. When he comes home, she's not as tired as she would. Most of us, you get home, both of you have been working, and by the time you get home, mnaangaliana, who is going to change the babies, or who is going to cook, who is going to do this. So Faith says this has given her enough time. When her husband comes, he finds a smiling wife, a ready wife, or somebody who is not as tired, somebody who can, you know, comfort the husband. He's been going through a challenging time. So Faith has given us all these advantages. Faith, as we come to the end, what else would you like to add about what you found for the time that you've been a full-time mom and you've got all your degrees, your master's, your MBA in your pocket? What else would you say?
I want also to say that there are some, I don't want to just paint a rosy picture. There are some also disadvantages that come with being a stay-at-home mom. Yes, of course. I would not say disadvantages. Let me call them challenges, because they are challenges that we overcome. One of the challenges is feeling that like my brain is not put to use. You know, many tasks when you're a stay-at-home mom are mundane tasks and they're repetitive. For example, I don't need my brain to change diapers. I can change them again and again, and it doesn't involve much thinking. So I feel that I think when you're a stay-at-home mom, you have to really keep finding ways to stimulate your brain, because you can be you can feel a bit underused. So That is one of the challenges. Another challenge that is there is isolation. As you can see, this topic is not very popular, especially in this day and age. So we find stay-at-home moms are not as many, and at work you have many people surrounding you. You can talk all day, you can chat and have friends from the office, but when you're at home you're alone with the children, so your company is mostly children. The husband comes home at night. Yeah, so that is one of the challenges. You feel it can be a bit lonely. Yeah, so my husband has the thank God for my husband. He comes home for lunch. He involves me in conversation, and I try to maintain friends whom I had, but it can be a lonely time, socially limiting. Yes. Another challenge I found is what we've talked about, a reduction in the family money. So truly, as we said, there is you get less. Before I quit my job, we used to go for many vacations with my family. But of course, now because there is a reduction in family money, we have to choose what is urgent, what is serving us for that particular time. But that we overcome it with godliness, with contentment in great gain. So,
Amen.
yes, we are gaining more than we are losing. That all the challenges being said, truly it is an experience that I wouldn't trade with any other. I feel I am really doing what the Lord has called me for such a time as this. Like Esther, I've been placed in this particular time to just impact my children who will grow up and become good and impactful people in our society. Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Viewers and those of you joining late, I did apologize. I said we are streaming live from the land of Hakuna Matata, hence a bit of noise, a bit of echo. But guys, man, our guest tonight is full of wisdom at her age about child bringing up the children and being able to be there for her family. I had never thought about some of the few nuggets shared with us here tonight. However, our guest Faith still tells us there's still some challenges. One, there will be a reduction of the family finances. There will be the loneliness because your only company during the day will be the children. So you kind of end up behaving like the children
Oh,
until the
yeah.
evening time when your husband turns up. But she says you can never exchange the joy of being that full-time stay-at-home mom where your children see you, they know you, they bond with you.
Yeah.
Whereas, like we said earlier on, there are some children who don't get to know their mom. If they ask their mom, they run to the house help because that
Mm-hmm.
is the person they grow up knowing, that is the person who holds them, that is the person who wipes their tears, that is the person who
Mm-hmm.
cleans them, who feeds them. They tend to think that must be my mommy until later on. And
Yeah.
if they are badly behaved, like what Faith was sharing, the house helps. That is what the children you pick from the person they
Oh,
grow up
yeah.
seeing. The word of God tells us, train up your child in the ways that they will grow. And when they grow up, they'll never depart.
They
So those
never.
formative stages, my dears, are very, very important. The formative stages of every child, those early years. And because after that, the child moves, goes to nursery school, and all they see is other strangers. Now, mommy will never have enough time.
Oh, yeah.
Your husband is all full of praise for you. Look what he's showing off. He says, oh, Faith always dresses smart as though she's going to the office ever since she quit her job.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
always attractive. He's
Oh, yeah.
proud of you,
I'd like to
ever
talk about
attractive.
that. I'd like to talk about that. When I quit my job, I found you can have attendance. You know, when you're not going anywhere, you can stay in your night dress all day long. But I determined this is my office. Actually, I want to mention my sister, Mama Paulette, once told me, "This is your office space. You wake up, you dress up from head to toe, even earrings and lipstick, and you look
Put your
fresh
makeup.
during the day." Yes, yes, I do. Even if not full makeup, but I can put some lippy so that I look all bright and ready to go. And my children are always asking me, "So, are you going with daddy today? Are you going somewhere, mom?" Yeah, and I tell them, "Yes, I'm going. I'm here. I'm staying here. I am your visitor." And more, as you said, a lot is caught. Children catch more than what is taught. A lot is caught than what is taught. So they catch
Mm-hmm.
the spirit. They catch the. My mom used to dress up the same, and I feel it's a wonderful way to spread joy. I even avoid to wear pajamas before my husband comes home. I wait for him to come so that he finds me still looking fresh, and then I can shower later and change into pajamas.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a proud
So,
husband he must be. I can see comments from
so
Levi Mokaru. Your brother says, a blessed family indeed, following the conversation and learning. I can see Jacqueline Bosch says, great teachings there, Faye. I'm proud of you, girl. And James says, he repeats, we need Gigi following us all the way from US. I can see you there. Esther Duta is challenging us to start teaching child psychology and child development. You never know. Watch this space. Beacon of Hope. We are always out to venture into different areas. You never know. And I'm a qualified teacher, so those are areas we could start looking at in a Christian perspective. So faith, it's been such a great honor and a privilege to host you, especially my first program in the land of Hakuna Matata. I
oh
did tell
yeah.
people, yes, I know I'm on holiday, but still we can learn a lot. There's still a lot that we can learn from each other. Faith, Kevin Shege says, proud of you, Faith. Damaben joining
Thank
us
you.
now when we are ending. Damaben, you've just missed. Go and follow. I did say we are streaming live from the land of Hakuna Matata, where me and my husband, Bishop BK, are just being spoiled and enjoying our holiday. But despite being on holiday, we also want to continue with some of these bits that we can do. Riska Ricaria says, I once found you cooking with earrings and lipstick, and you told me this is my office. Wow.
There's a testimony there.
With your lipstick and all your makeup. Girls, come on. We are learning a lot from this young girl here. This young mother who the husband also is saying he's really, really proud of her. She took her office with her. She never wants to feel that I'm okay, I'm just a stay-at-home mom. So with my stockings on my head, my tights, all these
No, no.
t-shirts, the Tanotena t-shirts and all these, and Sengenge ni ng'ombe.
Those are a no. Buy some nice sleepwear, silk. Tengenge is a no.
I can see your sister, Maben. You said she told you when you quit, she told
Yes,
you that's your office. So
that's my yes.
dress man.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, I know it's not been the smoothest beacon of hope, but guess what? Yes, we still got there. I'm sure you got some nice nuggets from my baby there, from my daughter Faith, because she's loaded and she's speaking out of experience, things that she has been doing with her children, quitting a job. She's well educated. She could be earning, making very good money, but she could never, ever, ever compare that with the joy that she's had seeing her children grow. And you know what, viewers? I am a witness. I saw that. The kids, there's the bonding is so much. You can see the way they talk about mom. They even say mom can do anything here. Mom is always here for us. All these things. And what a joy to have children who are talking positive things about you as a mom. Others,
Oh yeah.
they come to school. I'm a teacher. They come to school. You ask them and they say, Mom was not there. Mom is never there. Why don't you have a pattern? Because Mom came
Mm-hmm.
late and I didn't have to tell her. Why isn't your homework looked at? Because Mom and Dad came in late and they didn't have time to look at our homework. And I
Oh
believe,
no.
Faith, you are doing the right thing for your children, and they will also never, ever, ever regret.
Thank you, Mom, for
Right?
that.
What is your
Yeah.
parting shot? What is your parting shot now?
Oh, yeah. Mom, allow me to say this. You've just triggered a thought that I think I should mention. One of the
Go
most
ahead.
important periods of the day that I find is very important is when my son comes from school. I actually make it a very intentional time so that I can listen to him, and we sit down as I serve him his snack, and I really try to dig and listen to him so that I can find out what is going on with him, how he has been affected, how he has found joy. If there is something that has been bothering him, I urge him, we pray together. And I think it's a very empowering period that we normally have. It's very sacred and nice that after school where we can just have a chance to talk. And I find it's a time that they really open up if I give him an ear during that period. So I think it's one of actually my highs of being a stay-at-home mom. That small period that we have when my child comes from school. That and the evening time before we sleep, we have a very, very powerful time for devotion around 7, between 7 and 7:30 in the evening, and we sing our hearts out to God, and we share, and we share our prayer requests. They tell me what they want to talk to Jesus about, and I think all these things we wouldn't have been able to do if I was working away from home. And really, it's amazing when I see them growing to trust in talking to me, and also to trust talking to God about their problems as I teach them during those times. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Guys, I believe my viewers, each one of you, you've got a nugget, and especially the young moms, the young dads. Don't tell your wife off if she tells you she wants to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. Mhm. She wants to be the best
Mm-hmm.
mother. She wants to do the best for her children and for you as a young husband. I believe, viewers, this was very, very encouraging. There's a lot of learning through our program today. And can I ask you kindly, if you are here, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you will be getting more of this, because in Beacon of Hope, we we always want to motivate, we want to inspire, we want to teach, and that is what we do. So you'll be learning a lot. We don't come here to just give rubbish, and we like taking the best, sharing the best. And like tonight, I believe there was a lot of inspiration that we got
Mm-hmm.
from our daughter Faith about why you can quit your job, bring up your children, and all the advantages with the few disadvantages, because life is not all bread and butter. We have to
Yeah.
weigh the pros and cons. So, Faith, I really, really want to thank you, daughter,
Thank you,
for opening
Mom.
up your heart, for
Yeah.
agreeing to be my guest tonight, for agreeing to pour out your heart on such a sensitive topic where people, yes, suffer, but they don't want to share. They know it's not the
Mm-hmm.
right thing, but they put money over the child. This is where I was saying money or the box. So I want to appreciate you, and I pray that other young mothers have been inspired, they have been motivated to think about it. But a disclaimer, don't start tonight telling your husband, tomorrow I'm quitting my job. Yes, did you see that girl there? And she's doing so. No, no. Remember what Faith
Yeah.
said. This was an agreement, a mutual agreement between her and her husband. And when she
Oh
was
yeah.
dating, she used to tell her husband, if we get married and you ever get children, I would love to be there full time for my babies. So watch
Yeah.
it. The
Yeah.
Kikuyu
Mom,
people
I
say,
also want to say, mm,
go on. Go on, Faith.
yeah, that for the women watching us today, there is a place of submission to your husband. So at the end of the day, if your husband uh, feels that you should not quit your job and he gives forward reasons, then you should submit to him. Yeah, there is no need starting a war because of such a small something as this. You can ask God for ways. There are many ways we can be intentional in bringing up our children, and this is not just the only way. But remember that train up a child. Don't forget, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they grow up, they shall never depart from it. So ask the Lord to show you what you can do to train them up when they are still young, even if you're not able to be a stay-at-home mom like me.
Wow, guys. So we still put a disclaimer. Don't go tonight and start fights. That did you see that girl? She looks very smart, and the husband provides. You have to provide. I have to quit my job. No. Know how to handle this. Discuss if it is possible. Where possible, it is the best decision you can ever make, because you cannot compare your child and the money, however much you are making. That is a very small window that you have, a very tiny window. These kids will grow. They will grow and leave you, and you have all the time in the world. And particularly those young mothers who get their kids when they are young. Looking at our daughter Faith, she's still very young. So I believe, like somebody asks, they might agree now it is about time we go back and work, both of us. And yes, James. So James says the first step is choosing the right partner.
Oh yeah, that is truly the best first step.
Marrying your best friend.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys, thank you ever so much, Faith. Thank you for agreeing to be my first guest on my first show in Beacon of Hope in Kenya.
Thank you.
And guys, watch out for many more. Like I was saying, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go on Beacon of Hope, Beacon, please, and listen to this and many more. For those of you who came in or joined late, follow this, and please wish you more. And I'm sure we will have more of these programs. By the time we finish, our vacation is gonna be, we'll be loaded. So God bless you. Esther Kamanu, my sister, blessings too. I know you're still in UK. God bless you. Rev Bonnie says that was great. May your family continue to blossom in Jesus' name. Faith.
Amen.
Blessings
Amen.
are flowing.
Amen.
Blessings are flowing. The blessings are flowing. What a show. What a great night we've had. So thank you. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, viewers. I can see your husband says amen and amen. He agrees to the blessings. So thank you, viewers. Till we meet again. And can I say tomorrow we do not have our Beacon of Hope family program with Bishop BK. This is because we have a consecration ceremony and we might go on until 8. Those of you who are near Nairobi, Karibuni, Powerhouse Church, check on our website, check on our pages, and you will see where this consecration is going to be. I tell you, man, it's going to be great. We've got a few reverends, bishops, people who are being ordained, people who are being consecrated for the work of God. That is the sole purpose why we are here in Kenya. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord do you good. Till we meet again on Sunday, join us in Powerhouse Church. We'll be live. We'll be streaming live. So you're not missing. The only difference this time is we are not meeting at 1:30. We are meeting at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. We'll be sending all those details. God bless you. We love you. We love you. Faith, take care. And I'll follow up to see if there are any changes in that in your decision. God bless you. We love you. Hope to see you soon. Take care.
Thank you, Mom. Our viewers, please subscribe. Mom has great content. God bless you.
God bless you. Well, viewers, that was a fantastic program, Beacon of Hope, Beacon. I really, really love what our daughter Faith has to share. And I believe each one of you us viewing us here tonight, you have a take, you have taken something home. Thank you so much. Thank you, Winnie Gige, all the way from US. We love you, we love you, we love you. So tomorrow, once again, I remind you, we are not going to have the Beacon of Hope family program with Bishop BK. But on Sunday, join us on Sunday for the Powerhouse Church, which is 10:30. James, you can confirm, is it 10:30? Yes, I think it's 10:30. And we'll share the details here. Enjoy your time. Wishing you a happy time. God bless you. God do you good. And just a reminder that Almond Estate Company Limited are still reminding us that we have a tour. We have to go and see what Almond Estate Company Limited are selling to us. So please keep an eye. I will post all this, and also the land in Muthaiga, Keno. It's going quarter of an acre, going for 20M. Please keep in touch. For Almond Estate Company Limited, please get in touch with +254. If you're in Kenya, you don't need that, but it's 733-874-080, 733-874-080. That is Almond Estate Company Limited. And for the plot in Keno, you get in touch with 722-522-589. Yes, and those of you who are sending money to Kenya, don't forget, tap. Yes, they still have the highest rate of exchange.
Niaje wase. TapTap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best. Niaje wase. TapTap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best rate. Hustle free. Available in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. Too mucky too.
Thank you. Are you planning to go on holiday? This is a holiday season. Django dwellers have beautiful plans, holiday plans for you. You pay at the comfort of your home. They send you're picked up from home. They take you to the places of your choice. It could be going through the SGR. It could be through their open vans. It could be through you flying out. They could take you to the best beaches. They could take you to Masai Mara. Any safari that you want, get in touch with Django Dwellers. They're there for us. And particularly those in diaspora, treat your family to a holiday. Yes, it's possible. Treat your girlfriend, treat your boyfriend, treat your mom, your dad. Yes, your wife. On holiday, Django Dwellers Safaris. They are the real deal. Till next time, wish you a happy night, happy day. Yes, we are already at night here in Kenya. God bless you. We love you. We love you. Signing off, and regards from Bishop BK. He's doing great. He's enjoying this land. God bless you. God bless you. We love you. See you next time. Bye-bye. Take care. Signing off from the land of Hakuna Matata, Nairobi, Kenya.